I hear you, bitch. Guys, if you're just tuning in, Shakira was just in Times Square live. I stood there for an hour and a half, and right when her show started, we lost signal. I think they jammed us because they had their own. It was. Bob Kish says they had their own thing on YouTube. They might have been. I spent that whole time trying to get a signal. There are thousands. That whole street is packed right there. It was a nightmare. The worst part is I had 600 people on the live when it, I don't know what's going on. Why are these barricades here? That's weird. What's this barricade? Is Shakira coming out? I don't think so. She came out, she only did about 6 songs. Now I was able to film some of them for you. And I did one for a, yeah, she was on there playing bass. That was crazy. And I did one here for one of my shorts. Guys, she was fantastic, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, guys, there's a mass exodus going on. It is insane. There were tens of thousands of people out here. Sorry. And it was an honor having over 600 people from all around the world in here. My legs were hurting, my back was hurting. Some guy behind me was rubbing his crotch against my back, which wasn't so bad. But then it just cut us off. You can see this is 7th Avenue. The cops do have it shut off right now. You're not walking through 7th Avenue. Usually you just walk down the street. Gonna try to walk through here. Rev, and on behalf of Rev and myself, first of all, I appreciate everyone for coming out, Second of all, I'm sorry that it didn't go according to plan. I heard that Yo Ange was here and had a great show. Congratulations to her. I got kicked off the live right when she came out after an hour and a half. I think that's racism. I'm going to be talking to my lawyer and to Amanda. Please remind me to look into some kind of portable, some kind of satellite link. Kind of like they use on Mission Impossible. This guy has a very big python. I believe it's an albino ball python. We're just walking. When the concert ended, it was a nightmare trying to get out of there. It was absolutely wall-to-wall packed. And now I'm just doing a saunter. I'm sauntering in my shame because I worked so hard to have that be an amazing live, and it was, until the show started. For an hour and a half, I was killing it. I was working extra hard to try to make people happy, and sometimes shit don't go your way. I think I picked up 100 subscribers, so that's nice. But I let down 600 people, and that's not nice. It was just out of my hands, and there was nothing I could do. If you guys are just tuning in, Shakira, I'm going to clean my lens. Give me a second. Shakira, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. I mean, on earth. I had probably 40, 50 people in there just from Colombia. Come on, y'all. I had Mexico in there and Venezuela, Chile. It was a party. And she performed here in Times Square. I did get some video that I'll put up later that I hope you guys could enjoy. But as far as the live, I got an hour and a half of us waiting in line. And then the doors open. The first song was Hips Don't Lie. And then it just died. Now I got to watch it all, but you guys were kicked off. I was still watching it and filming it. So I did get it on film. I just don't know if it'll be any good with the transmission. Hi Ninja. What's up, Playboy? Ninja's over there. Ninja has a sign that says, "Will work for weed." So you want him to paint your house? Just give him some weed and he'll come paint it. I would say have him paint it first. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat of somebody. Can you help me with something to eat? Usually I have it, I give it. I ain't got it. They're out here selling CDs today. Out here selling them CDs. It is very, very, very busy for a Tuesday night, folks. I think I'm going to walk down 42nd and then up 8th Avenue. I'm dancing at the gay bar at 8:30. So she only came out and did about 6 or 7 songs. It was a very short set, but they were fantastic songs. She's a hell of a performer, and the fans really enjoyed her. Guys, this is Raising Cane's, and if you like chicken fingers, they got you. There's only 5 items on the menu. I brought you a full review the other night, along with the platinum rock group, the Goo Goo Dolls. Check my channel for that. A complete review of Raising Cane's and the Goo Goo Dolls. What a combination. They out here hustling. Okay, here comes a cop. Look at all his badges. This is a big shot right here. Look at it. That's a big shot. I don't want no problem with that guy. That's for damn sure. What a night. I haven't had 600 on my live all year, I don't think. It was a pretty big live. And they weren't there for me, believe me. They were there for Shakira. And some of the gay guys were there for me, but the rest were all for Shakira. Guys, instead of going back through Times Square, I'm going to take us down 42nd Street and then up 8th Avenue. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate the subscribes. Picked up 100 subscribers. Guys, it said on her Instagram that she was going to go live at 7:15 New York time in New York, in Times Square. I got there at 6:15, somewhere around there. So I stood there for an hour and I tried my very best. Right when we got ready to go 7:15, they kicked it back to 7:30. So, at 7 o'clock they kicked it to 7:30. So I waited another half hour, and they had a timer up there, and as the timer wound down for Shakira to come out, it was like 20 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6. Anyways, it got the whole buzz was going crazy. The doors opened, she came out, The Hips Don't Lie, which by the way was co-written by a friend of mine, Wyclef Jean. You know Wyclef from the Fugees. Ooh la la la, that's the sound of the thing when we're doing our thing. That's the Fugees. I don't know you, Playboy. What you looking at? Why are you looking at me? A guy right here staring in my eyes like we're in love. I don't know you, Playboy. I don't know you. I ain't trying to be rude, but no thanks. That's part of the problem with me, guys. I'm very handsome. I think people think I'm too handsome to be straight, so the boys look at me. Not interested, player. No, thank you. All right. Go ahead, player. Go ahead. God bless you. So, guys, this is 42nd Street. Hi, Rev. Hi, Miss Reilly. Hi, Joe Hernandez. Phil's in the house. Hi, Phil. Everybody else who came out tonight, thank you so much. Shakira was fantastic. The problem is, guys, we as soon as the doors open for her to come out and perform, it said bad signal. I go, oh shit. Then Rev called. I went from 620 people down to like 21 people. I go, that ain't good. That ain't good. Guys, we're gonna walk down 42nd Street and I don't know, Rev, you want to go down 42nd or you want to go back through Times Square? I'm only going straight home, so either way it's cool with me. I'm gonna go with the first 5 that pick. You're gonna type either Times Square or 8th Avenue. First 5, get it. Whatever the first 5 are is what I'm doing. Go. And I'll have Rev keep score. Rev says 42nd Street. Yeah, Rev, you're a judge. Your thing doesn't count. Come on, man. People are going to think you rigged it. So it's 0-0 right now. But I expect the votes to start coming in now. We gotta stay away from Times Square. That's a 1. That's a, no, Rev don't count. We got an 8th Avenue. We got a Times Square. That's 1 and 1. We got another 8th Avenue. That's Phil Clemens. He's a pretty big shot. Bob Kish, Miss Reilly, one more 8th Avenue. We're doing 8th Avenue. All we need is one more. I don't even know if we have enough subscribers in here to get one more. Sixth and a Half Avenue. That's one of my favorite streets. Rev is trying to milk it. Rev is still trying to get in there. I think Rev rigged it, but I'm gonna. Robin says 8th Avenue. That's the end of the vote. Whatever Robin says is what we're doing. Robin's awesome. Could you imagine putting up with Rev for 25 years? Girl should win a damn medal. She should be a saint. She should win sainthood. I can't put up with the guy for 11 minutes. It's not easy. Guys, we're walking here. Nothing special tonight. I literally am walking off my shame. I thought I had the greatest live of my career. Next to the George Clooney live I did that night, that was fantastic. But having 600 people in there, and then letting 600 people down and crushing their dreams was very sad. I could hear all the Colombians in there going, Boogie Bob, you suck! Because my live stream ended right when Shakira came out. I do have a couple videos that I'll be posting up for you guys later, and the live will have some of it on there. I just don't know how much of it was pixelated or ruined. And I take full responsibility by blaming Rev. I take full responsibility by blaming Rev. Guys, this is 42nd Street. Probably the most notorious street in Manhattan. And certainly has seen its ups and downs over the years. It was bought by Disney many years ago, and it's not nearly as bad as it was when I first moved here. Look at this guy's backpack. He's got a little thing on the back. Little thing on the back saying, I don't know, I can't catch him. I'm too lazy to catch him. Tonight, sounds like a tonight. And my hips don't lie with something, something, something. Okay, now guys, here's a bunch of cops. I want everybody just to act natural. Just be quiet. I find if you whistle, there's 3 here and 5 more inside. They've got a guy handcuffed.
Yo,
come on, cop.
Let me know.
Come on, cop. This moron has a plastic bottle in his spokes of his bicycle. I want attention. All right, we're just walking. I have 0 energy, and I might have a couple warrants. So if I do get arrested, I want you guys to put a couple dollars on my books for candy bars. Please. We're just walking, enjoying our leisurely night of walking. I was crushed. I called Rev. I said, Rev, I got kicked off the live. How much of it did you guys get to see? He said, none. As soon as the clock hit 0 and she opened those doors, nothing. And Bob Kish says that they were streaming her own thing on YouTube. So I'm sure if you go to YouTube and type in Shakira Live or Shakira Times Square, they probably have a very good video of it, much better than my piece of shit. I'm just walking off my shame and my sorrow. Here's one of the greatest places on earth. It's called Five Guys Burgers. Don't forget, guys, we just had about 100,000 minimum just leave Times Square. So all this area is going to be pretty packed. It's like when they leave New Year's Times Square on New Year's Eve. Very, very packed at first. Guys, if you have a lady friend and you want to take her on a cheap date, take her to Five Below. Every item $5 or less. That's a good deal, folks. Babe, you got a $20 spending limit. That's 4 items. But you know what, babe? It's Valentine's Day. Get a 5th one for free. I'm just walking here. $600 viewers, and I let them all down. But for that hour building up to the show, I was the king. I was the man. All right. We're going to try to cross. What's poppin', son? What's poppin'? All right. We're going to try to cross here without getting killed. This is the same moron that just came by. Look at his thing and his spokes. He must have went around the block. How bad do you want attention that you put a plastic bottle in your spoke? All right. Guys, this is Smash Burger. Smash Burger. I haven't eaten there. From what I hear, it's a really good burger. They make it by smashing it with that smasher thing right there. I'll show it to you in a second. Anyways, the reason this building is very important to me is because I was the head manager there. There's the smasher. That's what gives them their secret juicy sauce. The Smash Burger. I was the head manager here for several years back in the early 90s, but it was not a Smash Burger. It was Show World Theater, a porn house, the most disgusting, vile porn house in America. Right here. Anything goes, folks. And now you're eating burgers where people used to do other things. How do I know? Because I was in there doing it too. It was the greatest and worst time of my life. All of these were all porno places. Porno. This was the big gay porn emporium, where it's now Auntie M's and the Cinnabons. That was a gay porno house called Show Palace. Chick-fil-A used to be a porno place. This was, I would get off work at 4 a.m. and walk home up 8th Avenue. This was a very, very tricky, violent spot. Very, 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 very tricky, very, 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 very violent spot. Almost home. Guys, I'm just walking home. I'm taking you through Hell's Kitchen right now. We are on 8th Avenue. One of the most notorious. Emwall, you better stop it. Thank you, hon. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This is the notorious 8th Avenue. If you've seen movies like Midnight Cowboy, Taxi Driver, all of that took place here. The prostitutes, the drug addicts, the drug dealers, the Johns, the chicks, all here. The homeless, the hustlers. This was a very violent hustle place. And listen, it still is. They shut this place down last year. It's one of the biggest crack dealers places in Manhattan. There'd be 45 crack dealers right here. The worst part about it is, that's the police station. That's the police station. 100 police cars on this block, 45 guys here selling crack. And you can see that on my channel. Had lots of videos of the notorious crack dealers of 8th Avenue. And that was only 2 years ago. right after the pandemic. Started kind of in the middle of the pandemic.
Okay, he's here somewhere then.
And now we're just walking and talking. Guys, if you see this anywhere in Manhattan, this is a subway grate. There are trains right below us. The train here is going to be the C, the E, or the A because they run up 8th Avenue. That's how that works. I'm just dropping little tidbits on you. This was a porno house. This one here was a strip club, and it still is. This was a porno house. Shake Shack. I think it was a porno house, but they never changed the name. You could shake your shack right inside there. This was, during Giuliani's days, they came up with a rule where you had to sell, it was all mafia owned and ran. All these, every single one of these was a porno establishment. I think there's probably 2 or 3 left. But you had to, all of a sudden during Giuliani's reign, you had to sell 70% of the merchandise in there had to be non-porn. T-shirts, shot glasses. So you see a family in there buying butt plugs, and then the other guy's buying shot glasses. So it killed their business. The mafia had a strong hold on this for decades. Very, very, very wealthy. Porn is a very big deal. When I got here and started in '91, I had no idea even how it worked, but I saw the power of the money. These guys were filthy rich. Filthy rich. This is Smith's Bar. It was Christmas Eve. I have a video of this place. On Christmas Eve, I came in here because they used to sell, it's an old Irish pub. This is where the Westies and all the murderers hung out. But this has been here a very long time. And I came here on Christmas Eve, and it was a very somber night because a cop came in here with a rookie. Little did he know the rookie cop was going through a very hard time. I was only in there by myself because I was lonely. I didn't have a lady at the time. I went inside. I used to get the ham, the mashed potatoes, and the gravy and the beans, sitting in a booth, and 2 cops walked in. One was a cop I kind of knew. The other one was a rookie cop. He came in. He had marriage problems going on, horrible marriage problems going on. The other cop went outside for whatever reason. The young rookie cop blew his head off right in the booth inside there. It was horrific and horrible. Guys, you want to order yourself some Uber Eats? Well, this is what you're doing right here. Look at these guys. To be honest with you, it's not even that crowded right now. This is all Uber Eats dealers and Uber Eats bike riders. So if you want Taco Bell and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to come and get my Taco Bell, no, bro, you're going to wait here in line. Also, this across the street is Row, New York City. This is a Row, R-O-W hotel. It holds 5,000 people, but right now there are no tourists in there because it is all migrants. It's a migrant hotel, and 90% of these guys are migrants. They come here at this hotel, and I'm not talking negative. Please leave the negative out of my comments. They come here, they're bused here from Florida and Texas, and then they end up at the Port Authority and they're put in this hotel. There's one of several. 5,000. Every room is full. They get a per diem. I think it's $60 a day to eat. They also get bus passes, and many of these guys are doing Uber Eats now. But it is a very, very, very difficult transition to try to find a job or do something. Are they living for free? Yes. I don't know how much hope they have because there's no, unless they can get a job doing the Uber Eats, there's not a lot they got going on. 5,000 people, all Spanish here. Down the block is all the ones from Africa. I think they're trying to maybe separate them. I don't know how that works. But let me take you across and show you what I'm talking about. I have no negativity at all. I'm not saying nothing negative at all. I want every man, woman, and child on this planet to be happy, including me. And you know what makes me happy? People who are happy. You know what makes me unhappy? Going to Times Square to film Shakira and then my thing dying. So these are the families. You're going to see a whole lot of mothers with strollers, and you'll see a lot of guys just kind of standing out here smoking, hanging out, trying to figure out where they can go. 99% of the people right here are all migrants coming and going from the hotel. Most of the time they'll be hanging out right here. Sometimes you'll see them here selling cigarettes, trying to sell stuff. Lots of families, lots of kids in strollers. All these guys standing out here trying to better their lives. I looked up the word migrant in the dictionary. These are all guys, migrants. They got guards inside. I can't even go in and film. The guards ain't gonna let you. All migrant families. If you look up the word migrant in the dictionary, it means someone who leaves their home looking for a better way of life through work. All these guys, every one of them. I find it sad. I wish they all had a job and didn't have to flee their country across the desert and through coyotes. And a lot of these guys, you don't have much of an option. Don't have much of a, their future is bleak. If you can't feel empathy for someone who doesn't know if they have a future, then I can't empathize with your non-empathetic way of thinking. That's a quick detour. Quick little detour. We're still on 8th Avenue. Guys, the biggest Irish gang of all time was called the Westies. They made their home right here in Hell's Kitchen. This is my neighborhood for the last 35 years. And Sylvester Stallone from Hell's Kitchen. Of course, Alicia Keys, who was born and raised on 43rd Street and now actually has her own Broadway show called Hell's Kitchen right there on 44th Street, which is pretty cool. Over here is the Broadway show Moulin Rouge. Well, what's really cool about Moulin Rouge is that Boy George. Do you really want to hurt me? Boy George is the lead star in Moulin Rouge. You really want to spend, they're having fun, but you really want to spend $500 to ride in this piece of shit? They're laughing and dancing right now, but when he pulls up and tells them it's $480, they ain't laughing no more. They're just not. It's one of the biggest rip-offs in New York City is those bike cabbies. Watch them, guys. They're 9 minutes, $9 a minute. $9 a minute. So if you guys are just tuning in, we had Shakira on the show earlier. And here she is.
It means so much. The next song is the focus track of my album Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran. It's called Puteria.
She's in that little box down there. Anyways, I'll post those videos up later. I had such a wonderful time trying to bring you the concert. We had 600 people. Colombia was in the house. They were deep in there. Mexico was in the house. I don't know much about her. I assume she's Colombian, because Colombians were deep in my chat. We had 600 people in there. 50 at least, I know for sure, were for Colombia. And we had a great time. Guys, if you're in New York City, you want to go buy yourself some weed, you come to one of the weed spots like Shaky Eyes Smoke Shop. Back when I used to smoke weed 25, 30 years ago, I had to walk around out here at 4 in the morning with a screwdriver in my back pocket, hoping I don't get murdered, asking people if they got a nickel bag or a dime bag. Guys, this is a pizzeria, but all pizza is not good pizza in New York. This is shit pizza. They have a whole lot of them. They got a whole lot of pizzas going. I think the slices here are like $7. But does that look appetizing to you? And this is jalapeno. That looks dry and gross. Does any of that look good to you? It's all dry. Is there even cheese on that thing? No offense, but not all pizza is good pizza. Hi, hon. She cute. Hey, girl. My cuteness is what drags them in. You guys have to understand, my cuteness lures them in. I think she's trying to get my number. You got a pen? 646 2. I think I got a new girlfriend, guys. She might break up with me if she sees this and hears me talking about how horrible her pizza is. Guys, you want to see something cool? This is a New York City payphone. Rev just put my latest video up. It was about payphones. The last payphone in New York a couple years ago was taken out. There's no payphones in New York City anymore. I documented the last one being taken out. But this is a payphone, but there's no more pay. You can charge your phone here. You got free calls. You got 311 is services. And all you got to do, guys, is go down here. And you could, you want English. And then you say, okay, I want to know where the best pizza spot is. There's English. And then you got, you can make phone calls, find your way, local, blah, blah, blah. This is the payphone of the future. It's absolutely free. And it's paid for by these commercials on the side. This is a New York City fact. The New York City Athletic Club athletes have won 271 Olympic gold medals. Olympic medals. On this day, on March 26, 1964, Funny Girl starring Barbara Streisand debuts on Broadway. You didn't know that. Let's go for the last one. This is a New York City fact. Today's news. Shohei Ohtani says he never bet on sports. That's from yesterday. He got a $700 million contract with the LA Dodgers. All right. We're just walking. I'm almost home. I'm almost home, folks. So this block right here is a very special block. Damn. This is called Restaurant Row. It is a very, very famous block. And it's famous because everything on this block is a restaurant. Everything, except for right down here. They just built this big ass hotel down here. But all these little ones here are restaurants crammed next to each other. I'm going to take you and show you some of the restaurants. You want Thai food? They got you. You want Irish pub? Yeah, no problem. Sushi? Vietnamese? Korean? They got it. This is Restaurant Row. It's 46th Street between 8th and 9th Avenue in Manhattan. Some of these places are actually pretty famous. Broadway Joe's was right here. By the way, when the pandemic hit, no restaurants, no club. Most of these didn't survive. Some of them have been here 100 years. This was Broadway Joe's right here. It's now Gourmet Tapas. It's a tapas bar. But I'm going to show you what's really unique about this block, starting right here, is that every one of these is a restaurant, connected to a restaurant, connected to a restaurant. And the thing that's unique about this is every single one of them has people living above it in these brownstones. So this is Korean, and here's Spicy Symphony. Most of these are new. because so many closed down during the pandemic. So you literally have restaurants below your house. And if you you don't like Korean food and you live right there, you're screwed. These places, this has been here for a very long time. Right across the street is the world famous Joe Allen. It's a famous spot. And the very first black supermodel, B. Smith, that was her spot, now Frankie and Johnny's. B. Smith was a very beautiful black entrepreneur. After she got off, she was the first woman on Mademoiselle, first black woman on Mademoiselle magazine. And when she got done in the elder years of her life, she started opening B. Smith restaurants. She had B. Smith cookbooks. She was very, very, very successful. Then she had a very, very bad case of Alzheimer's. And it was just, she suffered horribly at the end of her days and she passed. So, you want to go to Sicily? There you are. The food of Sicily. Over here we've got French bistro. Again, all these are restaurants. Many of them didn't open back up with the pandemic. We've got a couple really famous ones up here. And then I'm going to call it a day. I'm almost home, guys. But every one of these has people living above them. There's Dim Sum, which is a Hong Kong cuisine. There's a place you go if you want a fur burger. Okay, I made that up. I'm sorry. That wasn't part of the tour. There's Italian, there's French. There's a ristorante. I'm going to assume that's Italian. There's a French bistro. Kitchen 46. Over here is a very famous cabaret place. Kathy Lee Gifford was there all the time. This is Don't Tell Mama. It's a piano bar. Usually they have live music going on at all time. It's completely packed, and they do have some live music going on in the back. So sushi right next door. And this is Swing 46. This is where they had the Jazz Swing Supper Club. Also live music. You like the Stray Cats, stuff like that. She was a boogie woogie boy from Company B, stuff like that. There across the street is Bardot, named after Bridget Bardot, except this bar has pizza. Bar and dough, D-O-U-G-H. Bardot. Here's Beijing cuisine. And then this is where it gets a little weird, because they have Beko, which is a famous spot. But you got Beko on this side, right? And then over here, you've got stairs that lead up to people's homes. But underneath it is still Beko. Stacy D, you better stop it. Stacy D, stop it. And Emma on the Run, stop it. Guys, thank you so much. Anything that is donated on this channel goes directly to people in need. I've never taken one penny from this channel. I never will. When you buy me a slice, you're buying someone else's slice. And I totally appreciate that. Thank you so much. I never take it for granted. I also never ask for it. So, today during my live with Shakira, I did tell people, I didn't tell them to hit the like. I told them to subscribe. We picked up 100 subscribers. This is Latanzi, established 1984. It's new. It's a new kid on the block. More really cute restaurants. Guys, this is Restaurant Row. Up here, I'm going to show you a list of all the restaurants. Come on, bro. You guys never, ever stop in the middle of a sidewalk in New York. You got to pull to the side on either side. Don't stop right there. Go there or go there, but don't stop right there, ever. That's just sidewalk etiquette 101. Up here is undoubtedly the smallest restaurant in New York City, if not the world. It's the Hourglass Tavern. Most of these have been here for 100 years, so they're real small and tiny. I don't think I could fit through the damn door right there. But these are really, really, really small places. And this was the Hourglass Tavern for a long time. Now it's Argentinian. But look at, there's only 6 tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tables. It was called an hourglass because it's shaped like an hourglass. That's a fact. But I'm going to show you why it's called Restaurant Row right now. And then we're going to get up out of here like we're out of beer. I hope you had a fun time tonight. I had a very, very hard time doing the live. I had to get there an hour and a half before it started. I entertained. I did that thing I do. And then right when it started, we got kicked off the live. Here it is, folks. Restaurant Row. These are the places on this side of the street that we just went by. And these are the places on the other side of the street that we just went by. All restaurants all the way down, and people live above the restaurants. Pretty cool. This is Yum Yum 2. This is pizza, but it used to be Yum Yum 1. They were so busy they had a Yum Yum on both sides of the street. All right. And this is a psychic. This psychic will tell you, I can tell you what this psychic, it says for $25 special, she will tell you that you've just been ripped off $25. There's your psychic reading. Can you tell me my future? Yes, child. Give me $25. Here you go, ma'am. What's my future? Well, you have just been robbed of $25. Your future is very bleak, but I can't tell you about it till you give me 25 more. That's just how it works. Guys, ever since the New York City made marijuana legal, it is legal to smoke, it is legal to possess, it is not legal to sell. But most of these guys don't care. They all have gone here illegally. There is at least 45 marijuana places in my neighborhood alone. If you don't believe me, just watch. Here's one. This is called Organic Market. Organic. You go in there looking for organic food, you're going to get organic weed. You got edibles, flowers. You got weed. It's a weed shop. Well, I wonder how far away it is till the next one. Oh, here it is. Right here. Weed. The good news is if it's closed, you can go across the street. But if that one's closed, go there or there or there or there or here. There are hundreds and hundreds of the shops. They do get shut down because they are illegal. Get your lights, Playboy. You might be parking. Do not, you can drive around drunk, you could drive on the sidewalk. Cops don't mess with you. But if you drive with your lights off, that's a problem. That's a problem. You do want to watch the green, folks. This is a death trap right here. A lot of times people will come out of the store. This, by the way, this is Amy's Bread. It's a very, very famous bakery. Amy's Bread. It's over 100 years old. You come out here, these guys will break your leg. He don't got no light on. You don't even see him coming. He's on his phone texting. Another smoke shop right here. I'm just walking home. Guys, this is Hell's Kitchen. I have lived here for 35 years. I'm like Rocky. When I walk down the street, they throw apples to me. You do want to be careful crossing the street. If it's not a skateboard, a scooter, a unicycle, a moped, or a pedestrian, you're going to get hit. Be careful. There you go. And all of them have motors on their bikes now, so it's not even a bicycle, it's like a motorcycle. I think just a day there's 10,000 people that come by here on bikes. These guys are cruising. It's the ones that come really fast on their scooters that kill you. You have to be careful, folks. Please be careful. I'm just cruising. Like this guy right here, look at him. He don't care. He don't care. You're gonna hurt somebody. I had a great time tonight. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad you were with me. I hope that you enjoyed enough to subscribe. Leave a like if you want to. I don't really care about that. But 2 more huge marijuana shops right here. You've got Hell's Kitchen Convenience. That's for weed. They don't sell nothing in there. They do sell chips and munchos and munchies. You don't want to have munchies for your weed. And this is the Lunchbox Exotics. Mike Tyson has a strain of weed. I bought my lady friend a bag the other night, $80 for an eighth. Back in my day, that was $30. What happened? Mike Tyson's weed is $80. Are you high? Well, I guess you are, maybe. But there it is. Lunchbox Exotics. Guys, there's another 5 shops right there. Another 2 on this side. I'm home. This is me, 48th Street. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be back all week. I have concerts this week. Really good concerts. I have parties this week. Make sure you check out my Goo Goo Dolls from last week. It was fantastic at the Hard Rock Hotel. I think you're going to really like it. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who enjoyed my Shakira event, thank you so much. I'll be putting up some 60-second clips of some of her songs tonight. God bless you. As always, please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. And if has no one told you today that you're special, I'm telling you now, you are special. Do you understand the miracle it takes for us to even get here? For your mom and dad to have met the day they met. Or for them to do the day they did that. You had to fight off 10,000 other sperms to get to that egg. And the chances of that happening are astronomical. Then you have to grow up, and then you have to get YouTube, and then you have to see my channel one day for the odds of you to be here are 100 trillion to 1. That's special. And you're special. And if you don't think you are, you're a dumb fuck. Oops, sorry. That was uncalled for. God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Please subscribe. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,